Okay, sorry about that. Alarm went off, no worries. Okay, we're talking about plus 5 because we went up 5. So I'm just going to put up 5 right here. We just talked about the exact stuff. We should remember f of x, slope is 1. Y-intercept is 0. Challenge yourself. Look at the previous notes. Same thing over here. Slope is also 1. Y-intercept is 5. Challenge yourself. What is the coordinate? Definitely challenge yourself, most definitely. If we compare the two values of f of 2 and p of 2, I want you to look at the table. Tell me what you see for 2. And tell me what you see for p of 2. Look at those numbers. Definitely try it on your own. Okay. This next stuff, I'm already going to cancel out one of them just because I don't want to make our life difficult. I'm going to cross out C. Okay. I'm going to cross out C only because I want you to be able to ignore what's not going to be on the STAR test. Now, I might be wrong, of course, but I do know that these two are most definitely going to be on the STAR test. I'm going to highlight some key things from letter A and letter B. We got that beautiful stuff, and we got this beautiful stuff right there. Okay, definitely talk about that in just a second. So, if we look at letter A real quick, automatic thing. Telling us to go 4 units up. Our job is to look for a coordinate. Okay? A lot of us may have some difficulties doing this. Zoomed in as much as I can. We can't not choose points that do not exist, and that's very important. A lot of us need some help, so definitely encourage coming to tutorials, coming to any type of math guidance for help for looking for points. The first point we're going to point out is the y-intercept. That's where it's intersecting on the y. That's -1. Next, this is not a point where you see it above the 0. That is not a point. We can eventually figure out what numbers those are, but we're not going to see that because it's not crossing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or anything like that. We need some actual whole numbers. The next point we're going to see is right here, where it's 1, 1. We can even go down here. There's a point right here. This coordinate is -1, -3. We want to be specific. And there's another point right here. So there's points all along the line, and if you can see it, we're creating a staircase. Call our slope, our rate of change. Okay, it says 4 units up, so I'm going to count 4 units up. 1, 2, 3, 4, boom. 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 Oh, I totally messed that up, I'm sorry. I think I did 5 by accident, that was my fault. 1, 2, 3, 4, there you go. We connect these lines, sorry. Okay, it's not letting me. Oh, how weird. Something like this, not beautiful, but most of the points, and we could see that these lines are not touching. On the next section, we're going to talk very briefly on why those lines are not touching, but we can see that we moved it 4 units up. How would we write this in terms of J? First, we start with Q because this is the new line Q. We would say Q of X equals our first line J. We went up 4, so what are we doing? Adding 4. Now, I'm not going to draw the second line because we should already be able to see that this is what we're going to be focusing on in the following days. Most definitely. Okay. I'm actually interested. I'm very curious. Give me 1 second. Think about this next question. We are going down 4 units. How would I write R of X in terms of J of X? Very good question, because obviously we can definitely write it. Most definitely write it. Oh man. Okay. So we start with R of X. In terms of J of X, what did we do? Down 4 means we are subtracting. Okay. This is what's going to be on the test. We're going to show you how to manipulate this with Desmos. Whenever you have the chance, bring out your Desmos. Move it right here. Very important that you choose the correct Desmos. When you go to Desmos.com, you see it like this. Don't click this. Do not click this, because that's the wrong Desmos. Go all the way down to the bottom. You're going to see test practice right here. Choose assessment, click there. We should know what state we're in. We're in the state of Big Texas. You see the word star, you click that, you click start. I love to tell my kiddos, you're gonna click the settings icon right here. Definitely for X-axis, let's put that word X, or not word, letter X. Step 1. For our Y-axis, let's also put some Y with the step 1. And we fix our graph. I see the Y, I see the X, I see all the numbers, looks beautiful. Okay. I'm gonna ignore letter D for right now, just because we're about to jump into it in just a second. 5.2 is the next lesson, next video.